Why is everyone on GitHub? This question recently hit me because I stumbled upon this guide right here, Email plus GitHub, which explains how to collaborate for Git projects over email. And if you have searched for the Linux kernel, for example, on GitHub or also GitLab and other sites, you will not have found anything because the Linux kernel is not on any of these sites. And how they collaborate is via email. And also the same goes for PostgreSQL and even Git. So the Git software. And again, I didn't really know about that. I knew, okay, they collaborate over email, but never really how I could do the same. And so it never crossed my mind that you could have like big projects not on GitHub, because most projects are on GitHub. Like if you see any software project, there will most likely be a link to some GitHub page. And again, this is kind of strange because GitHub is owned by Microsoft, and I mean, who likes Microsoft? And not only that, GitHub is also heavily pushing AI. So I mean, they are actively working towards like not having developers at all, like not having developer be a thing anymore, just like prompter. I mean, it's the first thing that happened that you see on their website. Right next to the sign up button, you see their try our code generation AI for free. And if you scroll down, the first thing you see is a video of someone prompting some code generation AI for like code. I mean, yeah, it's kind of. I mean, do they have to even comment that? Like, why is everyone supporting a company which is doing this? It's kind of strange. And I mean, there are alternatives. So for one, you could use your self-hosted GitHub plus collaboration by email, but there are also, of course, alternatives like SourceHut or like what's it called, Codeberg. And these. Again, SourceHut is great, and I mean, why SourceHut? Because they made this guide. So, and I've stumbled upon them a few times now, but I've never really like looked at their stuff, and it's really cool. I mean, absolutely no tracking or advertising. All features work without JavaScript. No AI features whatsoever. I mean, that's like especially cool. Like in this day and age, again, it's the first thing that you see when you go to GitHub. And many features even work without an account. I mean, this is also not the case with GitHub. You need an account for everything. And it's super annoying that most projects are on GitHub, because if you want to contribute to any of them, or like even open a issue or whatnot, you have to create an account. Which is pretty annoying, if you've ever tried that. So, yeah, so SourceHut is pretty cool, but again, you can also, if you kind of know how to collaborate via email, and if the people you are collaborating with also know that, you can, of course, host your own Git, which I've also made a few videos on now. So this is my Git Stargit site. So yeah, this guide again guides you through the whole process from setting up the Git software to like actually like sending a patch via email and whatnot. And there's also another guide, also by SourceHut, which goes through like the maintainer's side of things, so how to review a patch, how to integrate it, how to merge it, and whatnot. So yeah, I've not gone through this yet, but I will, and I will most likely also make a video about it, because I just find this like super cool. I mean, if we're talking about like independence and stuff like that, and like self-hosting, like, I mean, we don't have to talk about like self-hosting services if these services are not even self-hosted. Like, like if the base of all of this is like Microsoft's GitHub, it seems kind of strange to me. And again, this is not only like, I mean, you could say like it's kind of I mean, you could even say it's kind of a political thing, but especially like in free software, I think this is a like non-debate. I mean, in free software circles, it should be clear that supporting Microsoft is like not really that cool. Obviously not. And I find it kind of strange that even like I mean, yeah, quote unquote influential people on YouTube, even so content creators, quote unquote, are on GitHub. I mean, of course, I know all the reasons. GitHub has the best or has a great user interface. It's easy to use. Everyone can access it. Everyone is on GitHub already. So you will get most contributions or whatnot. And I mean, yeah, sure. But I mean, I don't think that's an argument at all in this case. So I really find it kind of strange that so many people are on GitHub. Like, there's no, and I don't, to be honest, I don't see the like hard reason. And again, these are all like soft reasons. Like most people also already have a GitHub account, blah, blah, blah. But there's no hard reason, as in, like, if you find some project on GitHub, it is, like, in my case, it's like, in like 100% of the times, it's through a link. Like, you get sent a link, you see a link, like on some forum or whatever, and it's a link to the software that's on GitHub. And so the link could also just link to some other repository. I mean, you will run git clone of the URL anyways, so why does it matter? And if you want to contribute, you will most likely also you will not be deterred by like a not uber comfortable UI like GitHub has, because, I mean, you want to contribute. And most likely you want to contribute because of your own like motivation, because, well, I want to use the software and it's kind of annoying that this feature is not present and this or that or whatever, and I kind of want to patch it in the main branch. And that is why I have written this patch and I want to send it in and so on and so forth. So I think if this guide and similar ones like this are more popular and more people know how to use Git with email, I think this really could solve this situation. And again, I think this is a bit of a different situation than, for example, like if you think about YouTube. I mean, YouTube is only quote unquote a video distribution platform, and technically that may not seem very complex. I mean, video files, you send them over the internet. I mean, how complex can something like that be? But it has gotten to the point, if you look from a systemic perspective, where people are not like nowadays, you are probably not clicking, you're probably not watching a video because you have like clicked on a link, but you are rather just like watching whatever the YouTube algorithm, what it recommends to you. So this is how it works. So if you're not in YouTube, you are simply not getting found. And again, with software, it's very different, I think. So yeah, and I mean, being on YouTube, publishing on YouTube, of course you can like criticize that, and sure, and one should think about the stuff. But I think for software, it's very different again, because you find software through like a link and whatnot, and not through recommendations. I mean, I've never found any like worthwhile piece of software through like GitHub's search or whatnot. Like, that has never happened to me, at least. So yeah, set up your own Git server if you have projects, migrate them over. If you care about the stuff, as I do, delete your GitHub account, I guess, or don't. Do whatever you want, but this is important to me, so I will kind of go through this guide, set up my own email stuff, and yeah. And I think this is how to solve a situation like this. There's no point in trying to, I don't know, kind of like appeal to GitHub, appeal to Microsoft. Oh, please don't track us. Oh, please don't further develop code generation AI and whatnot. No, just like do your own thing. Like, pretty simple. All right. So I hope you kind of get my point. And yeah, that's it. I don't think I have anything else to say. I think I talked about all I want to talk about, and yeah, have a nice day.